something that people are not talking about because everything else was so mind-boggling in that ruling that came out is the way in which his powers over the DOJ were expanded in that decision. I was just reading about this today. And what that means for Trump is payback, which he and all of his allies have promised to do. They have even tweeted specific names of journalists like Rachel Maddow that they are going to imprison when Trump gets back in office. Roberts wrote, the president may now discuss potential investigations and prosecutions with his AG and other Justice Department officials to carry out his constitutional duty to take care that the laws be faithfully executed. Doesn't seem as bad, but then it's written as though there's nothing wrong with whatever the content of those discussions are. That's not addressed. Then he says,
it's official act.
Then he says, the indictment's allegation talking about the January 6th case, that the requested investigations were shams or proposed for an improper purpose, do not divest the president of exclusive authority over the investigative and prosecutorial functions of the Justice Department and its officials, and he cannot be prosecuted for conduct within his exclusive constitutional authority. Trump is therefore absolutely immune. So think about those two things combined.
Yeah, I mean, you're killing it. And can I add one thing to that?
Yeah.
He was talking about Jeffrey Clark. Remember the guy that came to the door in his underwear and they handcuffed him in his freaking underwear in his driveway?
Yep.
He was talking about Jeffrey Clark when he was talking about that. He was talking about literally having the DOJ sanction his fake slates of electors.
Yes.
That was the coup. That was the plan. Mm-hmm. The DOJ muddies the waters and says, oh no, the fake slates of electors are the legitimate ones. And then the Republicans said, okay, well, the DOJ said we've got cover, make Trump president again. That was the coup. That was the whole plan. He literally said, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. And you not only can you not prosecute him for that, you can't even use that as evidence.
Right. Right. So it can't be used against
them. So what
yeah.
they've done is what George Washington said was going to be a problem. You could never give one branch of government power over all three. And basically what that did is that now gives the executive branch power over the judicial branch. So we no longer have three equal branches. We no longer have three equal branches of government. And holy shit.
It ends
That's
basically
fundamental.
A 50-year era since Nixon. Really, that was when that was solidified. And, Nixon somewhere is going, what the hell? Because under these ideas, he would never have had to leave the presidency. No. He never would have feared prosecution. So then Nixon and his AG used and abused the DOJ. That created a problem. So that's what put this into place, was that since then, all attorneys general have tried to keep, even Merrick Garland talks about it all the time. Biden says he doesn't have anything. They don't.
His own son was up on a charge that nobody gets charged with, and Biden didn't get involved.
And I didn't see, I looked it up, and tell me where to go, because Wall Street Journal did a poll, Axios, CBS, New York Times, of course, Fox, CNN did a poll, and everyone is saying that Trump's lead widened after the debate.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. That is that not what you're seeing in the polls?
Tell us.
No, not with actual. Not polls made for the media, but polls made for actual campaigns.
Yeah,
actually, Biden picked up 3 points.
Okay.
No shit. Everybody was like, wow, I don't know how, but wow, it happened. And I think it had to do with the fact that Trump solidified for every human being that watched that exactly why we kicked him out of office last time.
Right.
And just because the media is not talking about it doesn't mean that didn't really happen. Everybody that watched that debate saw Trump lie and refuse to talk about any policy whatsoever.
Yes.
And just lie his ever-loving ass off the entire debate, and confirmed for everybody exactly why we hate Donald Trump.
He didn't even answer a question.
Your optimism is I'm not sure if I think you're insane or are you making me feel better? Because I seem it seems at every turn, like we've talked about this, the further we go down this road, okay, he got 4 indictments, 91 felony counts. Great, good, he's going down. Then judge, how the fuck does Eileen Cannon, the judge he put on, who he obviously has pictures of her with a goat because she is doing everything that he wants.
Something.
So how does that, then you go to the next level. You go that he actually goes to the other case and goes after Fonnie Willis about some relationship that has absolutely zero to do with any legality of this case that he's been accused of. So then that takes 6 months. We're not this man. Everything is working for him. I don't understand it. So if Biden has the right, and it's an official act to make sure that criminals get a speedy trial based on our Constitution. Why? I just don't understand why he doesn't do it. So I'm getting disheartened, and I don't get disheartened about this, that at every step of the way, then we get the Supreme Court to rule. They ruled that bribery is okay. And just in this last session, bribery is okay. The president can pretty much do what he wants with total immunity. And there was one more that just came out. There was one more that just came out that I was like, what?
Homelessness is now a crime.
Homelessness is now a crime. That's right. You can now, right. So we are becoming everything that a fascist state is. And the Supreme Court is heading it. The Supreme Court has now taken more power than Congress.
Yes.
Or the presidency.
They gave themselves an awful lot of power.
And then they said,
and no checks and balances.
And then, that's the other thing they passed. They passed a law that they got rid of Chevron. Chevron basically said that how do we determine which legal and what isn't? Well, you have the experts come in and go, well, this much, 1,000 parts per million of this chemical kills a lot of people. Yeah. That's illegal. They said, no, we decide now.
Yes.
Really, the dumbass. Okay, all right, and so I am losing. I am losing hope.
Let me pull you
Paul.
back from the edge a little bit.
Okay.
I am
Let me pull you back
pleased.
from the edge a little bit.
That's why I had you on, because I'm like just staring down the barrel. I'm honestly Gibson and Lethal Weapon, the first one. To help me out.
When you said all those things, how did you feel about them?
I was angry. Like you guys are literally destroying democracy piece by piece, and you know you're doing it.
That is exactly how 70% of the country feels. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
You are in good company. When Judge Merchan said, okay, we have to postpone Trump's sentencing, everybody in the country said, oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
they saw what happened and they got pissed.